Good evening, students. In previous lecture we already discussed about the statement interface. Now today we are going to discuss about the prepaid statement interface and what is the difference between the statement and the prepaid statement interface. So first of all, what is prepaid statement interface? The prepaid statement interface is a sub interface of the statement. So statement, that is a base for the prepaid statement interface. It is used to execute parameterized query. So if you want to pass the parameterized query, that time we can use the prepaid statement interface. So how we can pass? Suppose here we create one variable SQL and type the query of insert into EMP values. So here you are putting the question mark. This question mark, that is known as the passing parameter for the values. Next, its value will be set by calling the setter method of the prepaid statement. In previous lecture, as you can see, in statement interface we cannot use the any setter methods, but in prepaid statement, if you want to pass the parameterized query, if you want to put the question mark, that time we have to use some kind of setter methods of the prepaid statement. Which kind of setter method? That I am going to discuss later. And the last one is why we use the prepaid statement and what is the basic difference between the prepaid statement and statement interface. There is only one thing, that is the improve the performance. The performance of the application will be faster if you use the prepaid statement interface because query is compiled only once. So as you can see, in statement interface the query is not compiled only once. You have to compile each and every query, but in prepaid statement, as you are using the parameterized query, so you have to compile only in once. So how many methods you can use in a prepaid statement interface? First one is the public void set integer. There are two parameters, integer parameter index and integer value. If you are using the integer type of field, that time you have to use the set integer method. If you having the string fields, that time you have to use the public void set string. You have to pass the parameter index and string value. Third one is if you having the float value, if you having the double value, that time you have to use the set float and set double. The parameter is the same. This two method is a very important method. In statement interface we use the execute method, but in prepaid statement you have to use the execute update method to execute the any type of create, drop, insert, update or delete. And if you want to pass the select star from table name, that time we are using the execute query and the return is the result set object. So whenever you are using the result set interface, that time we can use the execute query method, and this method is specially used for the select statement or the select query. It returns the instance of the result set. Next, so what is the basic difference between the statement and prepaid statement interface? So first one is the statement is the base interface, prepaid statement that extend the statement interface. Second, it is used to execute the normal SQL query, and it is used to create parameterized query. Third one is the no need to pass the parameter to SQL in query at runtime in statement interface, but you need to pass the parameter to SQL query at runtime in prepaid statement. In statement interface, it is used when a particular query, SQL query, execute only once. Prepaid statement, it is used when a particular SQL query execute multiple times. So if you want to execute the multiple times query, that time we can use the prepaid statement, and it's specially used for the DDL statement like create and drop, and prepaid statement that is used for the any type of SQL query. And last one is the its performance is very low because query is compiled every time. That's why statement interface is a very slow compared to the prepaid statement, and prepaid statement is a better than the statement in performance because it is pre-compiled. So these are the difference between the statement and prepared statement. So now we are going to check the example of the prepared statement, how we can use the prepared statement in our JDBC with MySQL. So first of all, we have to pass one basic libraries. We have to create some basic libraries: servlet.http, servlet.star, io.star, sql.star, that we already previously discussed in statement interface. Here is the class name, extend the HTTP servlet, do post. In do post we are passing the two parameters: set content type, print writer. Here we are just loading the JDBC driver, so you have to write the class.for name. N is the capital, C is capital, com.mysql jdbc.driver, D is capital. For the getting the connection, we have to create the connection object driver manager dot get connection. You have to pass the JDBC :mysql localhost, and the port number is 3306. Student is our database, root is our username, password is blank. So after successful connection, database are connected, will be printed. So here we are using the here we are using the statement interface, and this statement object will create the create statement. And after we just create the create statement interface, here we just pass the null value, initial value is null. So how we can insert the data using the prepared statement? The structure will be same in prepared statement that we already discussed in previous. So this is the structure of our designing. So now here we are putting the ID, but we are not taking the ID. Why? Because here we are just passing the ID is auto increment. That's why we are not getting that parameter. So it is automatically increment by inserting the records. Second, we are getting the name, gender, city, subject, departments in check boxes. So we are creating the array. So how to fetch the values? You have to create the loop, and after looping, each and every value will be getting by this loop. Next, how to create the prepared statement, how we create this statement. So here is the prepared statement object equal to connection dot prepared statement. Here we are passing the insert query. Insert into stud detail is our table, name, gender, city, subject, department, values, that all are in a parameterized values. So when you are passing the question mark in values, so you have to set all this value by the methods. So which kind of method? So name, gender, city, subject, department, all are in a string values. So you have to pass using the set string method of the prepared statement interface. So we are passing the index number 1, 2 for the gender, 3 for the city, 4 for the subject, 5 for the department. And if you want to execute this insert query, you have to pass the prepared statement one method execute update, and if the successfully insert query will be executed, it will print the record is inserted. And after, if you want to print the whole values, so that time you can use the result set, as we discussed about the result set in previous lecture. So you have to pass the execute query, select star from stud detail. For printing purpose, you have to using the loop while rs.next get integer for the ID and rest of the values for the string values. So how we can insert the data? ID is auto increment, so we don't have to pass the ID, just we have to pass the name. So here I am passing the name. So as you can see here, our record will be inserted. 7 is the auto generated ID. So let's check whether it inserted in our database or not. So as you can see, the record will be inserted successfully. Next, how we can update the data? Update using the ID. So we have to just get the parameter of the ID. Next is the rest of the values: name, gender, city, subject or department. If you want to change, update or any kind of value, so you can use using the ID. So in here we are just passing the update query. Update table name, set name, gender, city, subject, department, where ID is equal to question mark. When you are putting the question mark, you have to access that value by the methods. So here we are passing the string for the name, gender, city, subject, department, and 6 for the ID, because here we are passing the ID at the last. That's why we are passing the index is 6. For the execute purpose, you have to pass the execute update. For printing purpose, you have to use the result set. So let's check how it will be updated. So if I want to update the 7 record number, so we can use the, here we can pass the 7 ID, and I want to update the name. In name I just putting the Rajkot. Here I am passing the Java MCA update. So as you can see, record will be updated. Let's check whether this record is updated or not. So as you can see, record is updated. So next, how you can delete the data? So using the ID, you have to just pass the query delete from student detail where ID is equal to this. So here just I am putting this ID. Only one field is needed for the deletion purpose, and after execute update for the printing purpose, you have to just pass the result set. So how we can delete the data? If I want to delete the record 6 number, so here just pass the ID 6 and click on the delete. So record 6 number will be deleted. So as you can see, the record 6 number is deleted. Next, for the searching purpose, you have to pass the ID. Using ID you can search any records. So here select star from student detail where ID is equal to this. For set integer, result set, here we are using the result set metadata. What is the basic purpose of the result set metadata? This interface that will be used to get the any kind of columns, get the any kind of counting purpose. That time we can use the result set metadata. If I want to check that how many records will be using in our tables, that time I can use the result set metadata. It is not compulsory or it is not necessary. You can also use the result set as we can use the previous, but if you want to check the how many total column number is there, that time you can use the result set metadata to get the column count. So how we can use and how we can search, let's check. If I want to search the 5 number of record, ID search. So here that will show the 5 number of record of Shubham. Next, and if you want to display, for displaying purpose you can use the result set as we discussed in previous. For the clear, you can use the request dispatcher, so you can easily clear the screen. So whenever if you want to clear the screen, just click on the clear, it will clear the window. And when you click on the display, the record that will be stored in our table that will be displayed. So in today's lecture we already discussed about the prepared statement. What is prepared statement interface, how it can be used, what is the difference between the statement and prepared statement, and the last one is the result set metadata interface. This result set metadata interface, it will be used like a metadata, means data about the data. We can get further information from the data. Which kind of information we can get using the result set metadata? If you have to get metadata of a table like total number of column, column name, column type, etc., that time we can use the result set metadata interface. It is useful because it provides the methods to get metadata from the result set. Like if I want to fetch the total number of column and total number of column name, that time we can use the result set metadata. And here these are the methods we can use: the get column count, get column name, get column type, and get table name using the result set metadata interface. So here I just completed the unit number 5. If you having any kind of query regarding this unit, you can ask in Google Classroom. I will surely give the answer. So in next video I am going to discuss about the last unit, so just stay tuned. Thank you.